You mentioned like we would need to probably explore different ideas for like finding that product market fit. But like as a founder, how do you decide like how much like the cost that you've already invested in that? Is that a sunk cost? Or like how do you decide that now is the time to move? Or like how now is the time to like, reinvent? How do you decide that?
Customers make it pretty obvious. And during the starting phase, you don't have a lot of product usage feedback. So it's not like, oh, hey, just collect data and based upon data you can make a lot of decisions, because there's basically no data. The only data is the little bit of usage that you get on your product through customers, and by just conducting a lot of interviews. So user research is the primary mechanism for you to figure out if you're working on the right thing or not. So you have to just conduct a lot of customer interviews and continuously talk to customers or prospective customers to figure out exactly what customers are really looking for. And you should not be building huge products right out of the bat. I would say there are two school of thought on this. One school of thought is that you should just build an MVP and get it out the door and let customers use the MVP and tell you what they want to see in your product. The other school of thought is, which is emerging now, is that you should not build half-baked products because customers will likely just not use a half-baked product. So your MVP, whatever the definition of your MVP is, it should still be complete. It should still be an end-to-end product experience, because you cannot just build something that only gives customer like 20% satisfaction and then expect that customers will come again and they'll use that product. Your first version of the product itself should be just end to end. It just works. And these days, building such products has become like that's just table stakes. Anyone can build an end to end working product. So definitely, it is very relevant these days that build not just build an MVP, but build a really good product. Uh, even in your first iteration, your product should be amazing, and then you start getting more and more feedback from the customers, and that's how you know what is the next thing that I need to do based upon how the feedback that customers are giving to you.
Right. Yeah, I do feel that as well, that like given the velocity at which we can actually make products, the bar is pretty high now. Like I think even if you open Product Hunt right now, you're gonna see like amazing landing pages and amazing everything. And those are just the MVP. So like yeah, I think the bar is pretty high right now. Thank you